tutorial. What we're going to do in this tutorial is a ComboBox. We've all used them on the internet in forums and things like that. There, a good example is age. So you can select what age group you're in, whether you're a child, teenager, adult, mature adult, an older adult. So it's like, so you would click a box, a wee menu would pop down, you'd select which one is appropriate to you, and it would be saved with your details. And so we'll start that straight away. What we're going to do is create a ComboBox. So public ComboBox, and we'll call it combo, and it's going to be static. Because we're going to initialize it inside main, but doing this we've made it global, and so we've got the whole scope of it in the program. And so if I go down, we make the ComboBox, make it here. Right, so it's called combo equals new, because we make a new object of it, and then the constructor is ComboBox with the brackets. So that's us created a ComboBox. Now what we can do is we can assign a whole array to it, strings array, and it will all be made at one, but we're going to do it the more difficult, the more time consuming way, the easier way. But I just want to, so that you can see it, because this is an official tutorial, so you can see that you can do one at a time, or you can do the way you'll probably do it is in the whole array, but this is the way we're going to do it. Dot add. I'm not going to just add a component, I'm going to add an item. So I'm not too sure if it's add, it's me think. No, it's not add, it's add item. Add item. So what it is an object. Now we're going to add a string, and a string is an object. It's got its own class string, so it's an object. A string is actually an array of characters, and so we can bring in here, we can say just I'm just going to add a few here. Item. We've added free, fancy, plain, fancy, and official. Right, so that's free added to the ComboBox. Now what we need to do is we need to add an ActionListener to the ComboBox. And so a ComboBox is just like a button. It's just like a checkbox or a radio button. So we can use an ActionListener for it, but we can use different ones, different listeners for it as well. So we're going to add the ActionListener. Add ActionListener. and what we've been doing is F. In past tutorials, this made an instance of this class which implements ActionListener, and we've assigned a name to it, F, and so that's what we're saying here. We could use this keyword, but we're not doing that, so that's us added ActionListener to it. Now we need to add this to the toolbar because that's where we're going to put it. So toolbar at the bottom, we're going to go tb dot add component, and it's going to be combo. Okay, that's it added. And so what we can do now is we can save and run the program so that you can see it. And you can see it here, and because of the layout manager that we've got on it, we've not actually assigned a layout manager, so it's actually just made this as big as possible to fill in this space, and we'll sort that out. So we can click and change, right, but we've not done anything with the ActionListener yet. But what we're going to do is we're going to change it to ActionListener, so this will be a lot nicer. And where we do that, actual bar will be at the top, toolbar. So we'll just follow on from here, and we'll go tb dot add not td. I want to set the layout manager, set layout, and we just need to type in new with the keyword with the layout manager. We're going to go for flow layout. And it's brackets because it's a constructor, and layout has got to be spelled right. So that's it done. So if we save the program, the toolbars, we've changed the layout in the toolbar, and you'll see there'll be a difference. And you don't see that here because it's been moved. It's been moved down there. But if we stretch this out, we see it appears, and you can see it's the size is for the text that's within. So you see that's working. Right. And so what we'll do is we'll take one of them away so that when we start the program, it will be, we'll take this one away here and save, run the program. You can see it's there because we took one away, so it's got the space. Okay, and now we're going to go to the action performed, and what we're going to do is we're going to another if statement, and so in the past tutorial we created an object of get source, and so we could test for objects. So we're going to test for an object, and that object is called combo. And so anytime we do something with combo, this is going to be printed. And just to prove it, we're going to run the program so you can see it. And move this over. Charles, and Charles. But that's not any good to us. What we want to do, if we select fancy, then we want to be able to do something with that fancy, and so we need another if statement. And so we'll put this other if statement in here, and it's not this condition we want to test for. This, let me see. Don't need another if statement. There's another way of doing it. What we're going to do, what we've done here, we created an object. What we're going to do is create a J object from the get the event. And so what we're going to do is ComboBox, I forgot what it was called. ComboBox, and we'll call it CB. Yeah, CB equals new, and we cast it the same as we've done here, cast it to an object. This is going to be cast to a ComboBox, and this will only happen if a ComboBox event has happened. So J ComboBox, so that's cast into that. And what we're going to do is it's going to be, we don't need a new keyword. That's carried away. Because we normally do this with, we create an object of this, we're not doing that. So what we're doing is we're passing whatever object gets passed here, we're going to pass here as a ComboBox. So it's going to be e dot get source, and that will pass the whole object, and that will allow us to access methods in that object, like get selected item, which we can't do from this action event. And so now that we've got this, we can create a string, but we'd normally make this string global, so that we can access it in the whole computer. But we can just do it here just to show you. String passed equals, and we're going to cast it again, string, and then after that we're going to use the object that we created from the event, which is CB dot get selected item. So if we select fancy, this is what's going to get passed to this string, and we can print it out. We can print it out, that's just to show you that we can use it, but we can save it to a file, we can save it to someone's details. So once we can do this, we can do anything with it. And what's it called? Passed. Okay, and this, just hope this works. So when we select fancy's been printed. When we select official's been printed. This is because I passed here. Remember this one here's got the change written on it. So when we pass by it, it changes its condition. And so when we get back to plain, there you go, and change it back to official. So that's us using the ComboBox, and we changed the throw result to make that look better. And so what you've got to remember is that there's many different throw results, and you may not be getting the desired layout with a certain type of layout manager that you're using. Then try a different one to see if that works better, because there's a lot of ones to use, and sometimes the one that you think you should be using doesn't work well with a certain component, and so that's when you'll try a different one. So again, thank you for your time, and I hope that's been useful.